Okay, in today's video we're just having a look at some new Lumix firmware updates, and today's November the 18th, 25, and you can see we've got new updates, and this is for 4 cameras. We've got it for the S5 Mark II, S5 Mark IIX, the S9, and then also under Micro Four Thirds we've got some updates in here for the GH7. So we'll jump in and we'll do the full frame ones first, and then we'll jump back into GH7. So if we start with the S5 Mark II, and then we'll move on to the X. So you can see here, if I just bring this into the frame, obviously recently there was a really big update, tons of stuff in there, which was version 3.4. So if you've not updated to that, that's worth updating to, because there's loads of good stuff in that update. And then this is just kind of like a little bug fix update for it. So you can see here, like, video recording stopped when the wireless connection support for the Lumix smartphone app or Lumix Flow app was interrupted. So they've kind of put a little fix in for that. And then the circle-like noise appeared on the monitor when APS-C lenses were removed without turning off the camera, which is kind of a weird one. I'd seen a couple of pictures people had posted of that as quite a strange thing. So they fixed that as well. So if you use APS-C lenses, that's obviously worth updating for. So just a couple of little bits in there, like I say, and then we'll quickly look at the Mark IIX. And you can see it's just the same thing. So you've got the fix for Lumix Flow and Lumix Lab, and then that circle fix. And then if we move on to the S9, you can see it's the S9's on a slightly different firmware release schedule kind of to the others, because it's sort of had stuff before. So this one has just got the fix for the APS-C lenses, so that's in there. So again, if you use APS-C lenses, they're worth doing for any of those cameras. And then we'll just jump into Micro Four Thirds. And then, as I say, there's an update for the GH7 as well. So if we just drag this over, you can see obviously the APS-C lens thing is not on there because it's a totally different mount. It's Micro Four Thirds, not the L mount. So that's not part of this one. It's just the Lumix Flow kind of bug fix that they've put in there. So if you use Lumix Flow and that's been a problem, then obviously that's worth updating too. It's not a massive firmware update, there's not a great deal in there, but again, if you didn't update to 1.5, obviously that was worth it, because there were a couple of new features in there, improved startup times, all kinds of bits and pieces, lots of Lumix Flow support in there, some DJI gimbal support stuff. I mean, we covered it in a different video, but yeah, this one's definitely worth updating to 1.5. And then, if you're going to do that, it's worth just putting in that fix in there for Lumix Flow. So yeah, just some small updates today, but just sort of thought I'd say, they're there. I'll leave a link to them, a link to a video on how you can do the updates and everything. So yeah, hopefully you found that helpful. If you have, give the video a like. If you want to see any Lumix tutorials, I'll leave a link to the playlist on this channel, and please subscribe.